Our patron Ramin Nagi says, for next season, in theory, can a diamond with Ronaldo and Haaland up top work with Benzema playing behind the two?
I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't buy the Ronaldo rumors at all, and I don't see it happening. But let's this is theoretical, so let's play with it. I mean, if those are your three, I do think it works, but I think you'd have to. I think it depends on who your fullbacks are and where you're gonna get your width. And for that, like, I don't know that Mendy and Carvajal are at the required level. Like, if it was a Reguilon, maybe, but Mendy and Carvajal, I don't know if they have the required width to be able to pull that formation off with that front three. But irregardless, I think that front three would probably score a lot more goals than what we're scoring today.
I think it works. There would be some kinks, though. Like, I think Ronaldo, there's no question in my mind that he'd have to kind of adapt around Haaland. And the thing about them two is Haaland's game at the moment, like, there's still so much evolution that could happen for a guy this young. And this is what's truly scary about him, is he's already the best goal scorer in the world. And it's mainly from, like, just one type of run, which is off the shoulder into the left half space. And he's just a ridiculously good finisher from that type of area. The left half space is kind of Ronaldo's area, and those two just can't be kind of like stamping on each other in there, right? Like, I would think in my mind that Ronaldo has to kind of play out on the right, just stay there more rigorously. That's never, I mean, the last time I can think about Ronaldo actually like being kind of locked down into a position is Manchester United. Like, it's just been a thing that he gets to roam, generally kind of going to the left-hand side, doing what he wants, because that's been the best way to use him, as Ancelotti has mentioned openly. That wouldn't really work, I don't think. I mean, maybe it still would, right? Like, talent overwhelms all, but it would just be a little weird and awkward. I think Haaland kind of needs that left half space to himself. And yeah, maybe once in a while Haaland will rotate out to the other side. I'm sure you can find examples. But just speaking generally, that would be kind of a thing to work out. And yeah, I mean, Benzema as a number 10 should work. I don't know in terms of his passing in transition. That may be one thing that has declined with him over time. Kiyan has mentioned in past podcasts that it's not always been on point. So threading those through balls to Haaland might not be as efficient if you play, I don't know, like Odegaard there or something like that. But it would work. It would be better than what we have now. It's just that I think there are some things to think about in terms of player tendencies and how they match up and how you kind of figure that out. I don't know if you just put them out on the field and say, just, go do your thing. I think there might need to be, if it's possible, to, have a little bit of instruction and structure there. And, it's weird to say, but have Ronaldo sacrifice for Haaland a bit, because Haaland's a better player and he's going to be than this current version of Ronaldo for the foreseeable future. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's a very controversial opinion, but I mean,
it's not for people who are watching football in the year 2021. But it's controversial for the kids in their mom's basement who are upset now. So like this trio is like, I think if you're building your ideal theoretical hypothetical trio of attack, I don't know if these are the three you choose in terms of the mesh. However, you wouldn't say no to it either, because it's just like, well, this whatever. It's like if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, like, does Harden, Durant, or Kyrie work? Who cares? Just put the three together, because it's going to be amazing offensively. So yeah, you'd make it work. Matt brings up a good point about the width, the importance of the width. I think Carvajal for sure I would trust. I maybe more than you are, Matt, that I think Carvajal has the width, the two-way presence, everything. And sure, Regular might be ideal for that too. But you definitely need wing backs to be very involved in a scheme like this. And Benzema can play the 10 role. He's not as great a passer as someone like Odegaard. Could you fit Odegaard in there as well? If you did, then you might also you need really good two-way wingers, and so it really depends on who else is in the team. But sure, it could theoretically work. But the question of for next season, it's not going to happen, obviously.
Yeah, just to like quickly add on, like if Mendy is the one delivering all these crosses into the box, I don't know. I mean, will we become like a right-sided bias team there? Then if Ronaldo's moving out to that side, if Carvajal is the main wing back, I mean, we're not going to bring Marcelo back from the dead. So do we bring Reguilon back and have that happen? Like that's the thing, right? The with Haaland, obviously a huge part of the chance creation will be counterattacks. It'll be balls over the top. It'll be increasing the pace of play. But with Ronaldo, with Benzema, and with Zidane, assuming he still has coach, there's going to be a lot of crosses into the box. And with these guys, you need to give them the service. Like there are moments of inspiration. We saw what Benzema did today, but like ultimately they're not going to create shots for themselves. Like I don't know, a Kylian Mbappe or Lionel Messi. So there needs to be the service as much as anything, which, you know, maybe could be the argument like with Ronaldo at Juventus, right? Like, is he that much of a different player than he was in 2018? Who knows? What we do know is the service got worse for him, though. I think Ronaldo stands go a little too far when they act like he's just playing with nobodies, but obviously it was a drop off for Real Madrid. So that's just another thing to consider. And like, yeah, you could put these guys up top. It'll still be better than what we have, but I don't know, is Mendy putting in 6 crosses a game to them? Is that as good as Marcelo doing it? Obviously not. So that's just another thing to think about.
I think we're all forgetting what the most realistic outcome is, that Haaland doesn't see the field. And Casemiro probably like jumps in and he tries to block the Ronaldo move as well. And he's like, look, I'm really enjoying my new role. I think we should, I don't think we need Ronaldo. I think I can play that role. And then that's the end of it. And then we all wake up.